The biggest mistake ambitious people make isn't aiming too high, it's aiming in too many directions. Because every time you split your attention, you're splitting your potential. And if you keep chasing everything, you'll never catch greatness.
Should strive for greatness.
How did you gain all the weight?
Just eating a lot.
Most of us have been told that being well rounded is the key to success. So we try to learn a bunch of different things. We learn coding, we decide to start a business, we hit the gym 6 days a week, we read 50 books a year, we are trying to master investing and learn another language and build a brand and somehow still have a perfect social life. Every day feels productive because you're busy, but being busy isn't the same thing as making meaningful progress.
Cannot trick me. You cannot trick me.
For example, think about a camera, right? When it's out of focus, everything is visible, but nothing is clear. Now, if you just twist the lens a little, suddenly one subject will become razor sharp. And nothing about the scene has changed. It's just that the focus did. The camera is now focused. Your life works the same way. Trying to keep everything in focus usually means that nothing basically gets your full attention. Greatness doesn't come from splitting your attention, it comes from concentrating it. And the thing is that our brains love novelty. Starting something new feels exciting because it gives us this quick hit of dopamine every time we start something new, you know?
You have lost your mind. You have lost your mind. You have lost your mind.
And the hard part actually isn't starting, it's staying with something long enough for it to become exceptional. But the problem, though, is that mastery is boring because you have to put in a lot of reps. It requires reps, a lot of repetition. And that itself can get boring. Mastery is boring before it is impressive and fun. And there are months, sometimes even years, where it feels like you're putting in all of this effort for little to nothing in return. So instead of enduring that discomfort, we tend to switch. We switch to a new business idea, a new workout, a new hobby, a new productivity system, a new goal. And every switch that we make resets the progress that we've already made in the previous endeavors. And I've used this analogy before. It's like planting a seed, digging it up every week to see if it's growing, and then wondering why you've never grown a tree. The people that we admire aren't necessarily more talented. It's just that many of them simply stayed with one thing long enough for the results to compound. Focus is what allows time to become an advantage. Without focus, time works against you. So instead of asking yourself, what do I want? Ask yourself, what am I willing to ignore? Because every meaningful yes requires dozens of meaningful no's. So for the next, let's say, 6 to 12 months, choose one main pursuit. If you're focus and attention are improved and you work on one thing, there's a higher likelihood of success and greatness and it just making a difference in your life. And that doesn't mean, abandoning everything else. You should still maintain your health and your well being. You should still spend time with your loved ones and prioritize that. And you should still fulfill your responsibilities. But only one area should get your best creative energy at a time. And one way to ensure of this is to ask yourself a simple question every day. Is what I'm about to do or what am I doing going to move my main goal forward? And if the answer is no, you have to be willing to let it wait. Because remember that focus isn't saying yes to what's important. It's saying no to almost everything else. Because true focus requires us to eliminate distractions. Greatness is built through compounded attention on one subject, not multiple interests and endeavors. And there's a quote actually that says, "The man who chases two rabbits catches neither." Most people don't reach their full potential because they're lazy. They don't reach it because they keep switching pursuits and just losing focus. So if you want to be exceptional, stop asking yourself what else you should start. Instead, ask yourself what you need to stop. Because remember, sunlight warms the earth, but when you concentrate that same light through a magnifying glass, it starts a fire. Be the magnifying glass.